Hello and welcome. Today's talk is God helped her. Now, I'm going to try to answer who and how, but I really still do not understand why. My name is David Macon. I'm a broken pot, a sinner. I am not holy. So let me set this up for you. In Psalm 139, 7 and 8, David says, "Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there." Later, Jesus says in John 11, 9 through 10, "Are there not 12 hours of daylight? Anyone who walks in the daytime will not stumble. They see by the world's light. It is when a person walks at night that they stumble, for they have no light." Several years ago, I got a phone call from my boss, and he opened with an apology. That was kind of odd. He says, "I'm sorry to have to ask you this, but I need you to go work on a telephone line." And it was a famous strip club here in Atlanta, behind the main show bar. So I arrived before opening, and as I'm going about doing my stuff, I hear a loud thump, and the bartender lets out a very loud F-bomb. Concerned, I asked her what happened, and she replies that she had broken her finger. Now, if you take the two verses I have listed above, you see that God is there in the darkness, and He's there to help guide you out of the darkness. Maybe that's why I was there. I don't know. But I was moved, and I asked her to come over, and I held out my hand. And she brought her hand over, and you could see the pinky halfway down, jutting out at about a 45-degree angle. This was no boo-boo level injury. So she placed it in my left hand, and I gently covered it, being careful not to touch the pinky with my right hand. And I closed my eyes and silently prayed for Jesus to heal her. She gave a gasp and asked, "Are you a healer?" I said, "No, but Jesus is." And I removed my hand, and her hand was healed. Now, in a lot of stories, you're going to hear that she then dropped her knees, prayed the sinner's prayer, changed her life forever. No, none of that. There were no church dramatics. I didn't question the condition of her soul. Jesus didn't do it that way. Instead, she went back to work, and I went back to work. About an hour later, as I was leaving, she stood waiting with a coworker by her side, making sure to wiggle her healed pinky at me. And we waved goodbye, and I never saw her again. I never even learned her name. So what's the point of this? Well, no matter how dark, no matter where we are, good times or the bad, we know that God is there. So what I'd like you to do is close your eyes, be still. Don't wonder if God is there. No, God is there. Thank you, and blessings.